Nice. Ooh, nice. Good, good. Stab it again. Stab it again. Go. Stab. Die, you bitch. Die. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to do that again. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Summertime Render, episode 8. You are here to watch my reaction. I am here after an all-nighter and about to pass out. However, you know, sometimes you just gotta push through. I made some tea, and I'm gonna push through. All right, I might be a little tired, but you know, I'm sure I can pull out a reaction or two. You know. Oh my god. Previously, on episode 7 of Summertime Render, we learned a couple of things. It's actually been a while for me, but we've learned a couple of things. One of the big important things I would say that we learned last episode was confirmation that the shadows cannot copy the same person twice. Supposedly. Right? There's no actual evidence of this yet, I think. I think the evidence, the quote-unquote evidence, is probably that they just haven't seen the shadows copy anyone twice. So I'm guessing that's their evidence. They kind of said it as if it's a rule, so it's like we don't really know how they know this exactly. So I'm just gonna take it as a rule. So you cannot copy this. The shadows cannot copy the same person twice. We also learned that I believe Nagumo, I think, with an O. I kind of confused Nagume and Nagumo at some point. Has her brother in her body somehow. They never really explained how that was working, you know, just that it was the way it was. I still suspect that the brother, I guess, has some sort of power or some sort of like ability to sense the future or something like that. And then we also learned not just almost, but a totally fatal weakness of the shadows, which is when they're taking a picture of you with the flash, they stun themselves for a couple of seconds. In other words, it's the perfect time to kill them. Very, very good weaknesses to know for our protagonist, Shinpei. Last episode left us off directly. Left us off with Shinpei cooking a meal at Mio's house, and then out of nowhere, Ushio's shadow showed up somehow. It's just like I don't even know what to say. You know, I'm just gonna get it right into it, and we'll see what happens. So she did come back in time. So this is the shadow, or rather, I should say, this is the version from that timeline. Because I was wondering, was she always going back in time as well, or is it just the shadow from that specific timeline that also kind of jumped over, you know, to this timeline with Shinpei? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
落ち着け落ち着け。カレーの手順を俯瞰して落ち着け。かなりまずいぞ。この状況。南雲先生、異なる展開ってレベルじゃありません。
How did she go back in time as well, though? It's, how do I say this? It feels a little convoluted. It feels a little, you know, like, sure, bro, you know, sure. She, of course, somehow went back in time with him, somehow. You know, it's like, how? I thought Like, I thought this power was, like, inside of him because of his, like, eye. Or, like, his... I guess you could say, like, his memories or his consciousness was kind of going back in time through this eye. Through his own body connection to his past. You know, something along those lines. But how the fuck did how did the shadow also go back in time? They weren't... It's not like they were touching when he died. It's just like, it's just one of those things where it just doesn't really make sense, you know? And you know, when it comes to time travel stories or any kind of time travel, you know, thing, you need everything to make sense. So I'm hoping that they're going to have an explanation for this. Not that just, oh, she just now goes back in time as well. You know, that's just like, no, like, can't really do that. You can't really just have someone also be going back in time all of a sudden for no reason, you know? You gotta have a reason.
おまんもなんか手伝わなあかんやろが。
私は食べるん専門です。
ええ匂いや。牛尾の大好物やな。
あと5分ほどでアランは洗面所へ。ミオはトイレに行く。その隙に俺の部屋行け。見つからないよ。ほんま状況分かってんのかこいつ。
あれ、どこ行くん？
自分の部屋で食うわ。
2皿も？
いや、めっちゃ腹減ってんねん。くそー、なんでこんなことに。
影の姿と言葉に心を動かすな。
食べていい？
あ、
やった！いただきます。
Well,
影牛を。なぜかこいつは俺と一緒にループしてきた。そう考えるのが自然だ。
good question.
お前、どっか。
But there's no point in suspecting her at this point, because if she is... Well, she kind of already confirmed that she is from that timeline, which means if she did somehow go back in time and she was working for the Shadows, they would have already known about his ability and they would have just come and kill him, or the entire fucking family. But you know.
そりゃ歩いて。なんか目が覚めたら表浜におってさ。あ、大丈夫。誰にも見られてへんで。バケモンや。私、バケモンみたいやからな。もう誰にも見つかれへんようにする。
Still gotta wonder what the deal is with,
ない。
何？今めっちゃ腰分かったんやけど、なんかした？
いや、ごめん。
もう、サブイボタと。
殺せる。こいつの影をつぶりとやれば。
Remember what I said, you know, in previous episodes about the main character being kind of dumb? Right? Like, she's already given us plenty of information to be like, she's not like other shadows, right? Like, something about this shadow is special or different, unique. So, you can use this. It's not hostile. It's, I mean, as I said, if it was hostile, there's no way. I mean, maybe, actually. I'm no stranger to long cons, right? If you didn't know, Umineko is my favorite story of all time, and if you've played the visual novel there, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, my point is, it is possible that she's playing the long con of like, well, if we kill him, he goes back in time, so let's get to know him. Let's worm our way into, you know, being friends with him, making him believe that we are friendly towards him, and then we kill him or capture him. But, you know, at this point, I feel like even if that was the case, you're better off not killing this shadow and instead learning more about him. You know, like, this is like a perfect opportunity to learn more instead of killing him. Because they're not hostile. There's no point. You know? Exactly. Like, there's pretty much no point to killing them. If anything, it could be an ally.
アランの知り合いが東京におるんやて。そこに下宿して、 料理の学校通うんや。和歌山の高校は受けやん。
何それ。
もう決めたことや。
私聞いてないんやけど。
別にお前に言う必要ないやろ。
なんでそんな大事なこと勝手に決めんの？
なんで勝手に決めたらあかんねん。自分の金は自分で稼げるようになるんや。ずーっとアランやお前らに迷惑かけっぱなしは嫌なんや。
迷惑？新平はここが嫌いなん？
は？なんでそうなる？違うよ、牛尾。もうええ。俺はお前が
もうええわ。
好きなんや。
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, right? It's the classic, oh, they wanted to have some sort of drama right before before he left the island, blah, blah, blah. It was rushed. 100%. I'm just gonna say it was rushed. Like, that conversation literally made no sense. Pretty much. I mean, I get it. They're probably like 13, 14 years old then, or something. I don't know how old Shinpei is now, but if we assume that they're like, 15 or something, and then when Shinpei came back, he's 17 or something. Because, I mean, let's be honest, they're always high schoolers, right?
やっと作ってくれたな。よかった。また新平のカレー食べられて。生きててよかった。
Interesting.
やっぱ新平のが一番やわ。
The most important thing here. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. Dumb main character strikes again. I was just about to say, the most important thing to realize is that this is not the real Ushio. Literally, that's literally what I was just about to say before he said this. This is a shadow that is influenced by her personality. It's like, think about it in a way of like, Ushio's personality, her memories, and basically everything she was got transferred into a new body, but this, rather not transferred, copied, imitated by this new body, but it's not her, right? The original is dead. Like, you have to always keep this in mind. You can still, like, get friendly with this new Ushio, but like, still, gotta remember that the original is dead.
人ヶ島の夏祭りがあんな化け物にめちゃくちゃにされんのは嫌。ミオやみんなが消えてまうんはもっと嫌。
そうやな。俺もや。俺らで止めよ
It's
う。
a shadow. It's a shadow.
人間をコピーできんの？できやんのやな。
あと10分で影ミオが現れるはずです。そちらはどうですか、ネズさん。
問題ない。ちょっと風は吹いてるけどな。街灯の光は十分あるさき。
With Ushio's shadow here now, I wonder if things are going to go the same way.
獲物はよ、こっちの思った通りに動いてくれることはないんや。狩りは常に臨機応変。
Because there could still be information.
こいつの存在を伝えるべきか、嘘を言うべきかだ。でも、
新平？
いや。
Okay, would I tell them? I would tell them of Ushio's shadow, but I wouldn't tell them that she's inside the house right now. Because, like, they already have the, Mio shadows to deal with, right? So I wouldn't say that, but I would say that I know of a shadow that is friendly, and we can meet, basically set up a situation where she's not a threat, but they can talk to her, to learn more information, whatever she might know.
家の中で水着はおかしいやろ。
ほんまやん。なんで私、あれ？今まで変やと思ってなかった。
おい！
何すんじゃわれ！
俺じゃねえ！
That's not funny. The fuck is going on?
コピーした水着やったから。
This is the main problem with this show, I would say. These small, like, out of nowhere, like, comedic bits. It's like, kind of like... Notice how everything was tense, right? Everything was tense and interesting, and then all of a sudden they have this comedic moment. Look at that little punch in the face, little animation change, right? And then they immediately go back to a tense situation. Like it's so bad. It's so annoying. Do you see, like, when you watch Death Note? Do you see some sort of like every episode, every like 5 minutes or so, some sort of comedic moment? No, you don't. Like, there might be an episode where there might be a comedic moment, you know, with like, I don't know, like Light or L or you know, Misa or whatever, you know, them having some sort of like conversation, and then it's kind of comedic or whatever. But you don't have a serious moment and then just interrupt it with some sort of weird comedy bit, you know? That's the main problem with the show so far. Like, as much as I, you know, talk about the protagonist Shinpei being a little bit dumb, it's like, that's more of a character problem. The main problem with the show is that they keep doing these comedic bits. It's like, oh, that's not good.
皿洗ってしまいたいんやけど。
皿ね。
もうあれ、スプーン2つ使ったん？コップも2つ。
それってそんなに変かな？いや、全く変じゃなくない？
しんちゃんこれお姉ちゃんの分も作ったんやろ？きっといてるよ、お姉ちゃん。人ヶ島では亡くなった人の魂は家に帰ってきて守り神になるってカリキリさん言うてたよ。
皿は置いといてええからな。俺が後で。
Why would things have changed?
ごちそうさま、しんちゃん。
Why would things have changed?
やばいわ。血み落ちしまるわ。
ミオ、関鋭いとこあるからな。
That's the fake one. Uh-oh.
あれ、違う。
That's new. Stab the shadow. You know what to do. Come on. I mean, you know, it's a little bit hard to fight that, but like, still, you know.
戦って勝てる相手じゃない。でもどうせ死ぬなら少しでも何か今俺にできる精一杯は。
Open the window. Perfect. Perfect. I forgot he has a knife. Dude.
で、しんちゃんの味方をするん？影を殺した根津と南方の仲間やで。なんや、偽物は勘鈍いやないか。私は新平が好きな人の味方でなんか文句あんのか。死んだくせに、お姉ちゃんは死んだくせによー。
Nice. Ooh. Nice. Good. Good. Oh, good. The old guy is definitely the MVP. I'm just saying. Stab it again. Stab it again. Go. Stab. Oh, I love you too. Oh my god. Big bro. Ooh. Shut the hell up, man. Die, you bitch. Die.
なんで邪魔するんですか。まずは新平さんが無事でよかった。けどそれは何です？影ですよね、それ。さあ、殺すからどいてください。
Use words, bro.
いや、影を全部駆除する目的も理解してません。でもこいつは2度も俺を守ってくれたんです。体張って俺を。こいつは後先考えても先に手出るアホの牛尾なんですよ。だから先生、どうか俺の腕を治してくれたみたいに こいつの怪我も
You gotta be rational about this. It's not perfect. Good. Good.
見逃してくれと嘆願するならいざ知らず手当てしろだと。影に組みす
You gotta be rational.
ことになる。
構いません。そしたらまたループして次こそ先生を説得してみせます。
本物は風呂だ。さっき確認した。
本当ですか。
そっか。よかった。
同じだ。この声。私を島に誘ったあの声と。臨機応変か。
So, Ushio was the one who sent the message? Huh. That's weird. Well, to begin with, I assumed that somebody in the future, in some sort of timeline, exactly, like in some sort of future timeline, most likely somehow sent that message back in time. Somehow.
痛くない。
その傷は影本体が負ったダメージの投影だろう。通常の手当てで治るとは思えない。油断は禁物。
ええか。痛ないんやったら。
これを聞いてくれ。このメッセージに覚えは？
何これ。
That's because it hasn't happened yet.
私はこの島にやってきた。これが理由だよ。覚えはないんだな。
The interesting thing,
そうか。
this is why I love time travel stories, right? Is the moment you're in the situation where it's like a message that somebody apparently sent, but they don't remember sending, you already know that there is someone here who is going back in time and looping. You already know some future shit is going on, right? Like at some point in the future, someone went back into time or sent a message back in time, or you already know some future shit is going on.
それよりも問題はよ、なんで影のミオが小舟家の中に侵入してきたかや。
影見はしおりが倒されたことを知ってました。奴らは明らかに情報を共有してます。
ミオは我々を認知し排除しに来たと考えられる。前回までの標的は私と根津だったが、今回は網代新平も仲間であると知られた。故にミオは網代新平を殺すために侵入してきた。
俺がコバマートに同行したせいか。でもなんでバレたんでしょう。あの場にいた影はみんな倒したはずですよね。
There could have been someone just watching. Because it's clear that they can just sit inside the shadow itself, right? And just hide in a corner or something.
君を助けたのだろうし、我々への敵意もないように見える。が、牛尾が故障しているのだとしてもだ。それがいつ治るとも限らない。
絶対に死なないでください。
運命は変えられる。それを証明する。またとないチャンスだな。
Well, actually, fate cannot be changed. Or rather, okay, let me rephrase that. Fate can be changed. History cannot. Because history also encompasses fate as well. That's the difference.
おはよう、しんちゃん。
もう俺起きてるからよ。起こしに込んでもええからな。それだけや。
Jesus Christ, can you be more sus?
起きてるやつを起こしには来ないからな。
待って、しんちゃん。ミオがこれを？
こっちがオリジナルやな。
オリジナル？
それ見てなんか思い出したりせえへんか。その死ぬ前のこととかさ。しばらく考えといてくれるか。そう。レストランはいつも変わらずそこになくてはならない。
Okay, so I guess... So I questioned if he called the police officer, yesterday, the previous day, before Shadow Mio appeared. But I guess they did. They just didn't show it. Did you check him for Shadow? Did you check him? Did you check him? Check him for Shadow. You better have... I better not find out some sort of bullshit where you're too late to checking his Shadow, and then, oh my god, it turns out he's a Shadow. And then he kills you. You know?
そうや。実はな。 誰やお前。
後ろもう変装解いてええぞ。
後ろって。
フリーズしてら。
俺たちは全てをソウに伝えた。今回もソウは。
Did you check? I swear to God, right? I swear to God. If it turns out that this guy has a fucking shadow, I swear to God, and if they didn't check him, I swear to fucking God.
あの時俺がもっとうまく蘇生措置できてたら、あの時もっと謝っても取り返しつかんことくらい分かってる。せやけどせめて俺を殴ってくれ。せやないと俺は。
ここで私死んだんか。
ほんまに記憶ないんやな。
うん。
あ、私の携帯。
中身調べたいんやけどロックされててな。
あれ？パスワードが変わってる。あ、開いた。指紋認証で。
メールとかメモ、写真、何でもいいから見てみてくれ。
金曜って20日よな。私が死ぬ前の日の朝に1個だけ動画ファイルがある。
それや。
待って、再生するで。
It's close to the end of the episode. This got to be a cliffhanger, some kind, big reveal. Oh fuck me! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Hello? What the fuck? Where's the clip? Oh my god. Well, I mean, at least they managed to kill Mio's shadow here, which is good for now. Somehow, I don't think this is going to change the result just yet. Definitely a little too many, a few too many of these like comedic bits, right? I'm just not a fan. It's like I have nothing against them other than the fact that they exist, right? Like the comedic bits, they're not really funny, but I mean, they're not bad. They're not like super bad, right? The only problem I have with them is that they just are there when they don't need to be, right? They really don't need to be there. It's just one of those things where we're having serious moments, a serious tense situation with time travel and like people dying and stuff like that, people getting replaced and whatever the fuck else, and blood and gore and shit. We don't need some sort of like 5-10 second comedic bit of someone making a weird face and then getting punched in the face and like, you know, it's just one of those things. It's, you know, we just don't need it. It just feels unnecessary and it feels forced in. Like, oh, we've been too serious for the last like 5 minutes, so let's put in a little comedy bit just to make sure that everyone's kind of having a good time. Let's just put a little comedy bit here just to lighten the mood. It's like, big, huge mistake. Completely unnecessary, kills the vibe. Like I said, with this, you know, Soul character, they better have checked him for Shadow. Obviously, I assume they did. Just like with the police officer, you know, getting called the previous day, I assume that they just kind of checked Soul for Shadow without us seeing it. I like the fact that they did have the Nagumo and the old guy, you know, they actually met Ushio and they managed to get this done immediately. I was a little worried that they might stall it and be like, oh, you know, Shinpei's not gonna say anything for like this loop or whatever, and then maybe up until the next loop, he might be like, oh, hey, let me set up a meeting or something between them. I mean, a pretty good episode other than, yeah, the comedic bits, I don't know. That's my main problem with the show so far. I feel like whenever these serious moments happen where someone's, you know, trying to get killed or, you know, like shit is happening, then it's great, I feel like. Whenever they're thinking about the time travel and who's doing what at what moment and what day, right, at what location, like, then it's great. Like, they're doing such a good job. And the tense situations of like, oh shit, the smallest change made it so that the shadow is now attacking, you know, Shinpei inside the house. It's like, I love that shit, but like the comedic bits are just so like, if they just weren't there, you know, if they just weren't there. But still, I hope you enjoyed episode 8 of Summertime Render. It was a good episode. I think we're probably going to have some sort of reveal on that on the phone with the video of the beach, of the rocks. I am surprised they didn't leave us on a cliffhanger with something in that video. But I suppose we shall see next time on episode 9 of Summertime Render. Next time.